Hello and welcome back to the Footballing Question. My name is Ashley Adamson Edwards, and today I'm joined by Jordan Granger and Isaac Dodson. Now, there's been a bit of a change. We aren't in the same room at the moment, and we are a bit late to the Euros content, but we are back. As you know, lads, last night England managed to beat Germany 2-0 in the quarterfinals of the European Championships. A massive win and a great result. So first, let's start on our reaction to the game. Jordan, what did you think?
Um, can I just say it's good to be back?
It
And
is brilliant.
I feel a bit out of place. You two are both in England shirts, and I'm not. It's because when I watched the game, drinks were flying everywhere. Everyone was going mental. I got soaked, and my shirt is ruined because uh, what a game! What a game! I think
Oh,
from start to finish, England were just the better team, to be honest. Maybe the opening 15 or so minutes, maybe even less than that, we were a bit slower, but we picked up the pace. We dominated the ball for the most part, and we're the better team, deserve to win. Um, yeah, that's it really, because I'm just really happy, as you guys surely are as well.
oh. I mean, it's like, I've talked to my dad about England plenty of times, and I remember a time when I wasn't interested in England, and I had the kind of view of I don't really care. And he told me, look, you just need one tournament, and my tournament was Euro 16. And when Eric Dyer took that free kick against Russia, and I saw Chelsea fans, Spurs fans, West Ham fans, and Arsenal fans in one pub all celebrating, I was like, I bloody love this. This is amazing. And then Iceland happened, and from then on in, I've been I've been diehard and really, really want England to win. And 2018 was fantastic, and seeing us beat Germany, like we've never beaten them in a knockout tournament since '96. We've beaten them at a Euros, but it was a group stage match, and we got knocked out in the group stage anyways. But like this is, it's monumental. I mean, Declan Rice said it in his interview. They're making history now. They're not looking at history. They're making it, and oh god, it's just. I didn't know whether to cry or to celebrate yesterday. I was just in shock. I kept mentioning every 5 minutes, going, "We just beat Germany in the round 16." But yeah, I don't know what to say.
It's just massive, isn't it? Like, it's just such a big result, and it's kind of like a massive feeling of relief because, like, for the last couple of years, well, I mean, for a long time, arguably even since 10, 15 years ago, we haven't really been able to beat a big, like top five nation at a major tournament, in the knockout stage and actually prove ourselves. So it was massive, and it's such a sense of relief. And now we can just, look forward and build on this. Like, whoever comes up against us, who are you? We've just beaten Germany. Like, we have to
Exactly.
be, like, we've got to be, we can't just think we're going to roll over Ukraine and then whoever's next. But, like, it's just such a sense of relief. It's unreal. Um, so, what did you think about the actual game? Like, what happened?
Um, like I mean, Jordan said it earlier. We did start quite poor. I thought. I mean, throughout the week, everyone was kind of saying, "Oh, I bet he plays a back five. I bet he plays a back five with Rice and Phillips in front," and he did. And a lot of people were angry about it, and I was angry about it going into the game. But I think on the day, I psyched myself down a bit and went, "You know what? We played a back five throughout the entirety of 2018, and no one had a problem with it because it was just the way we were going to play. But because he was switching to it, it was like a right for this game. I'm going to be a bit more conservative. But I thought, you know, we attacked quite well in 2018. We'll still do more. But in the first 15 minutes, we were poor on the ball. We couldn't keep the ball at all. Rice and Phillips really were all over the place and couldn't do anything. But from there on out, we really dictated the tempo of the game. And whenever Germany had the ball and we gave them possession, they actually couldn't break us down. The only times they created chances were when we were high up and they were breaking fast, where like Werner went through and Müller obviously went through and I mean, God, when Müller went through on goal, I just thought, oh my God, this is so typical. But when he missed, I thought it's written. Like that's like God's on our side. Like that is a massive moment. And, you know, Sterling getting his third goal of the tournament, you know, I'll admit it, I've been really on his back a lot for England, but he's proven me wrong this tournament. That's his best game in an England shirt, 100%. Kane, again, not brilliant. I'd say he's probably one of the worst out of the good performances yesterday, but, like, you know, he finally got his goal, and I'm hoping that really pushes him on for Ukraine to get another one. Really good header. Grealish comes on. It's fantastic. You know, I was really happy to see Saka start, because it shows Southgate's actually, you know, got some balls on him to start a 19-year-old in a round 16 game, and I thought he was phenomenal in the first half. But at the same time, it was good to bring him off for Grealish to bring something different. And I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Southgate, but I've got to admit he got it right, and we dominated the Germans and fully deserved to beat them. And to say that, oh, come on!
It's mental. I mean, it's quite fickle because I think most England fans were quite against Southgate for a long time, and we would have much rather someone else be brought in. You know, someone with experience, or much more experience in a managerial sense. But he got it spot on yesterday. He just did. He got it spot on. Like my mind has changed completely, and I've got faith in him. I've got so much faith in him. Like, I really think he can actually do it, and I just didn't before yesterday, and that's why yesterday was so massive. I think in terms of players, Saka was brilliant, but in the end, he did have to come off for it.
Yeah, he did have to come off. My only reservation with him coming off was I was thinking I want Sterling on the left and I want Grealish on the left also, and I was like, that's not. But Sterling on the right was okay, because I think Sterling wasn't doing enough on the left, to be honest, actually, because he wasn't going down the byline a lot. Like, Saka was someone who would take it to the corner and cross it in, whereas Sterling was drifting. Oh, mate. Saka was taking liberties in the first half. It was amazing. And I've got to say, at half-time, you know, I was calm. At half-time, I wasn't stressed. At half-time, I was thinking, we've been the better side there. We should be one up. You know, Maguire had 2 chances. One which was really, really should have done a lot better, I thought. Kane had that chance before half-time. That would have been an amazing time to score. Like, 100%. Also, one thing no one's mentioned is he could have passed it to Saka. Saka was coming in past Rudiger. He could have passed it. He could have shot first time. Instead, he decided to dribble round the keeper in the 6-yard box. And I was not saying good things about Harry Kane at half-time, but, you know, we got the win. I don't care anymore. I don't have to think about it.
The thing is, he probably couldn't have gone first time. I don't think. I think it was just too far ahead of him to go first time. So he had to take the touch.
It's a poor touch.
Could have pulled it back, and
it's a poor touch.
It is poor, and like you said, I'm sure everyone was slating Harry Kane at half time.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, I wanted someone else to come on for him. We just didn't really have anyone.
Cavallin wasn't on the bench. Cavallin wasn't in the squad.
It was weird.
Yeah.
You know who was really good, and I'm sure Jordan was going to be pleased about this. Luke Shaw was unreal. And for me now, Chilwell does not get a look in. Shaw starts finishes every single game. I don't care if Chilwell's just going to win the Champions League. Shaw has to play. He was so good.
I mean, he was in both goals. Both goals, he was brilliant. I mean, I think he did better for the second one, in the way that he, from left back side, to properly just drive the ball, finds Grealish, you know.
Luke Shaw played so well. He played so well. Yet again, and I will sing Luke Shaw's praises forever. And it's well deserved. This season, overall, he's been unreal. And I was happy to see him get his call up. He deserved the call up. And he's proven his worth. But I also think I'm going to praise another United player. Harry Maguire was so good yesterday.
He got the man of the match.
Man of the match in the end. And I think that's well deserved. I think out of everyone.
I think you could pick about 4, I think, man of the matches.
Yeah.
In that match.
But I think Harry Maguire was just everywhere, pinging the ball about, driving forward. You said about Luke Shaw driving forward. Maguire was running with the ball a lot, and he was just immense. If maybe he could have done some better with his chances, he probably could have done with the chance and that. I think it was that second one, but just immense performance for him. Yeah.
I mean, it says a lot when you're criticising a centre-back, saying the only thing you did wrong was not score. You know, he's done his job as a defender. Like the one big chance we gave away has nothing to do with Harry Maguire whatsoever. It's Sterling. You know, who gives the ball away. You know, Maguire. You know, another defender, John Stones. You know, I think that a defender's done a good job when you don't notice him. Like I didn't notice John Stones. Still, he did his job. He kept quiet. Same with Kyle Walker, playing in a 3. Forgot he was there. Trippier, I thought from set pieces was really testing them. Brilliant. I mean, we mentioned Shaw, quality, fast, great cross for Sterling. And I've got to say, that first goal, after the celebration, I realised I had 2 England players in my fantasy team, Shaw and Sterling, and I felt like God. You know, Rice and Phillips, I mean, they're proving every game now that they work as a 2 so well. You know, one goes, the other stays. Rice is brilliant just staying back and letting Phillips drive with the ball a bit more. That seems to be the way they combine. You know, I've said Saka was great. Kane was a lot better at dropping deep, I thought. I thought he was doing a lot better on the ball this time. Because like in Scotland, he just dropped deep and did nothing, whereas this time he was actually helping play by doing it. And obviously got his goal. Oh,
I think we've got to give. This is what I think we've got to get Southgate a lot of credit for, because when you look at our England team at the moment, the highlight for most of us coming into this tournament is, oh my God, our attack is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, we just won. I mean, we got, you know, Mason Mount winning Champions League. We've got Phil Foden winning the Prem. Harry Kane's on fire in the Premier League, and it's just like our attack looks certainly the strongest point. But we are 4 games in and we haven't conceded a goal.
that is mental.
I've forgotten how it feels. And yeah, Jordan Pickford has been incredible, but without
quality,
without that defence, you know, we're done. We're done. They have been brilliant, and I think you've got to give a lot of credit for Southgate for getting it out of those players, because they're good. They're all decent defenders, but they're not your Carlos Pujols in 2010 or your Sergio Ramoses.
No.
You know, it's like that they've been amazing.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Jordan Pickford. That save, I can't remember who
Havertz
shot. Yeah, what a save! What a save that was. And I don't get it with Jordan Pickford, because when he's at Everton, everyone's questioning whether he should make England, and then he plays for England.
plays for England.
Unreal. He's
Pickford, you know, you see him at Everton, but what I see now is a keeper that I feel confident in, you know, and the defence is confident in. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan and I watch Leno, and he actually doesn't instill confidence in me every time the ball goes in the box, whereas Pickford, I just, like, seeing him, Maguire, Stones, that defence, I feel confident in them. And, I mean, 4 games, no goals conceded, that is immense. Like, we're the only team to yet to concede, which is incredible. That is just a ridiculous thing to say. And we've only done that once in our first 4 games in a tournament. Guess what year that was? 1966. 2014? Well, I wasn't that big on England then. The only thing I remember from that was Sterling's ghost goal. That was it. Shocking. Really off the mark. I mean, I expected them to be poor going into the tournament. And then, of course, they had that win against Portugal, which kind of changed people's opinions, thinking maybe they have a bit more about them. You know, Havertz, Gosens were amazing in that match, and I thought Havertz would be a problem today. And I think he was on the better side. Of course, he had that shot against Pickford, and he created the Müller chance. I didn't really notice Müller in the game. I thought he was shocking. Werner, typical Timo Werner, really just did nothing. And I think they missed Gundogan, because Gundogan obviously didn't start the game, and I think they really could have done with him in the lineup, because I thought Goretzka really wasn't the kind of player they needed today. Oh, yesterday. Sorry, it feels like today.
With Germany though, like, I think a lot of people are going to be looking at this and think, yeah, we've just beaten Germany, but this is not the German side of 2014.
No.
Or you know, and it isn't, okay, because I think the main issue with this German side is that they don't have an out-and-out number 9 at the moment who's reliable, like Miroslav Klose was for them. But when you look at it, right, and I've just worked this out of their starting 11, 8 of them have won the Champions League, right? Compare that to the England lineup. it's significantly fewer. And there are some amazing players in that German squad, like unreal players. Yeah, like I know you just talked about Leon Goretzka, but he's on fire. He's on fire for Bayern, and Toni Kroos is still at Real Madrid, and he's won a handful of Champions Leagues himself. Like we have just overturned, not a very good German team because they're not as good as they once were, but a team of Germans that are all individually very good and have had very good seasons. So, I think Southgate deserves all the credit. Just what a win. Just it's unreal to think about it. Oh my god, we just beat Germany 2-0. Like it just keeps coming into my head. Oh my god, it's unreal.
We did our England special before, and we talked about Southgate, and the general consensus was he's probably not right. Are we changing our opinions now? Because
I'm leaving it for the rest of the tournament. We've got 3 games maximum left to play. Of course, for
massively on the rest of the tournament, like you just said, like these 2 games. If he bottles these 2, that is massive, and he has to go.
That's ridiculous.
For me, that like you can't, and he won't go because I think
he won't.
There's a 3-year contract lined up.
If they're going to announce it, they should announce it this morning.
Yeah,
they should announce it now or tomorrow. Great timing. They should do it now. If we'd lost to Germany, they'd have been really like, do we wait a week or a month for fans to forget? But of course we won. They've got to do it now in case something happens. But the thing is, now we've beaten Germany. We've got probably the hardest team we could have faced on our side of the draw out of the way. We've got to, I mean, just from like the way how good that win was, we have to make the final now with the oppositions that we've got to face. I think going on with what you said about Germany, and you said there are a lot of good individuals in the team. I feel like they're a team kind of in between generations at the moment, really struggling. Like the one thing I've always liked about Spain is that I feel they've always grown as a team, as a nation. Their national team all play with each other from each group stage and know each other. Like they don't just call up randomly. Like you see, like Xavi is like whether they're Real Madrid or Barcelona, they've played with each other in the national system from under 21s. And with Germany, they had a really good unit in 2014, which kind of was still there in 2016 for the Euros. Apart from like Miroslav Klose had gone. But besides that, Özil, Podolski, Schweinsteiger, Boateng, and I feel they've lost a lot of that. And Muller's still there, but they're kind of struggling to find out what their system is now, because they're kind of in between teams. And I feel they're having a bit of an identity crisis at the moment. I think that's their problem. But they've still got great footballers, and it's still an amazing victory for England. And I think the better thing is I think this is the best England have been as a team in decades, because I feel like they are a team. Like the conversation people always have is if you chucked a national side into a league, they'd be poor because they train each other every week and they're a team. But this England side, I don't know, they'd maybe finish quite high in the Premier League. So I see a team. I see people.
Imagine that German team was in the Premier League. For me,
Christ.
On paper, that is an unreal team. It's
an unreal team. It's FIFA though. It's career mode. It's Gnabry there, Sané there, Müller there, Werner there, Havertz there. They're not. I don't feel they're playing as one quite as much as they want. And of course, it's a great thing to say, but Joachim Löw's last match as Germany manager
is losing to England. Quite a big effect on them as well.
Stress,
I mean, especially towards the end of that game. You imagine you've got like 5 minutes left, you're 2-0 down to England, and your manager's leaving after this. This is it. You're kind of like that. It will yes.
Defeatist.
I'm not doubting them that they're not all professional and they won't have that motivation. But it is a challenge to still be motivated to go and put another 2 goals in the back of the net and stay fighting in this game. Especially when your manager, who is one of your most successful managers ever, is about to walk out the door.
Yeah. I think when Muller missed that chance, though, they knew it was not.
That was the chance.
Yeah. If
that went in, my heart would have sank, and I'd have thought that's it. But
and with the TV angle as well, it was so like you couldn't tell until the last second.
Yeah.
It was like
the thing is, it looked like it bobbled. It looked like it bobbled a bit wide. Like
Yeah, no, I don't know how he's missed that because he is such a good finisher.
Exactly. if there was one player I wanted to not have that chance, it was him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or
No.
Miss Muller.